You will own nothing and be happy. Minus the happy part, obviously. And PlayStation, for some reason, took this one really personally. For more than a year now, PlayStation has been doing absolutely everything in its power to destroy customer trust and customer satisfaction in them. Every single decision they have been making in the past year has just been extremely negative. And now PlayStation is just doing more of it. It's just another Monday, honestly, at this point. This is the newest thing. PlayStation just deleted someone's 551 movies from customers' account, reminding us nothing digital is ever truly ours. That's right, because PlayStation at least is definitely not gonna allow us to own anything. And this obviously involves movies. This probably at some point will hardcore involve gaming, because remember, if you're a account holder for PlayStation, for Xbox, they do stand to gain a lot from finding creative and fun ways to take away the things that you paid for so you maybe pay again for them. Yes, let's be real. It's only a matter of time. If they implement any kind of a rule that says you must do X in a time span of a month and you need to keep doing this, it's only a matter of time until you for some reason don't do it one time, even if you want to do it, and then you're forced to rebuy your purchase once again. Oh, I'm sorry, rent out your rentable once again. Yes, yes. You will own nothing and be happy, truly is a mantra. And again, this is just the newest thing. Currently, this does not seem like a widespread thing, but again, PlayStation has already done this. I, in fact, remembered them doing this, and there's honestly too many articles even to name, so I'm not gonna actually go into detail about every single time that they have done it. But one of the most recent ones was that Sony confirms DRM policy on PlayStation 4 and 5 is a one-time check. So this was something that we were absolutely losing our minds over a while back. You probably remember this. This was the once a month you need to download the game and log into it, or it gets deleted from your account. Yes, this was that thing, and we thought that this is a permanent thing. Turns out Sony, probably after backlash, honestly, because this was definitely not their intent, changed this to if you buy something, you need to download it and log in 30 days, or your money's just lost and it vanishes from your library. Very cool stuff. Now, needless to say, this is better what we previously thought this DRM thing is gonna be like, but I mean, it's still literally designed to make people buy something twice because maybe they forget, maybe something happens. All of this is just that. It serves literally no other purpose than that. The more they take away from us, the more they hope to get from us again. I honestly think this is the natural evolution of, things like subscriptions to a degree. First, we had the physical thing, and it was pretty good, honestly, back then when it was physical stuff, because companies needed to compete for your valuable time of going to buy it and going to play it. And if it was bad, you were not gonna do it, okay? You had one shot, and that was it. And then companies found out, wait a minute, if everything's always online, we can just sell you a lot more garbage and you're gonna buy it anyway. Then there was the subscription cost, because they figured out that subscriptions even not better. But subscriptions, needless to say, are a disaster. If you are following Xbox or honestly PlayStation, you know that subscription models are actually turning out to be a major, massive disaster, because we have talked about this a lot. But if you're in case new here, all you need to know is a very simple fact, and that is, if you're a company that bases things on the subscription model and you're in the open market, aka on the stock market, yes, a publicly owned company, a publicly traded company should probably be what I say. In any case, you have only two ways of boosting your profits. Increase prices, acquire new users. Acquire new users, expensive, time consuming, and not guaranteed. Price hikes, though, pretty effective, pretty effective. And this is the problem. This is literally the problem. We now see the results of this for things like Netflix, PlayStation, probably PlayStation. I assume they also have done things like price hikes and whatnot. Xbox is a super massive example of how these things turn out, because at some point, because the stockholders demand that your shit goes up because reasons, the only way to really do it at some point is going to be price hikes. And that's just the reality of it. Now, granted, if you have a stock portfolio, this doesn't seem that bad, but most people don't have a stock portfolio. Most people don't have $500 in their bank account, by the way. This is like average American data, which is pretty mind-blowingly sad, honestly. People deserve money. People deserve, a little bit more than money to do the basic necessities, because that's just fucked up. But I digress. That's not the point of this video. So the next stage, the stage that we are currently in, is literally finding ways to creatively take away things that people have bought so they can buy it again. And honestly, I have no idea what's after that stage, but at some stage, this is going to piss off too many people, and it's going to have its own problems. And this is, by the way, just the early stage. Again, at some point, they're going to implement some things. They're gonna do things. Okay. The movie thing, granted, is not really tied to the DRM thing. It's just one more of those situations. Hey, some company that dealt things with Amazon, gave them a license to use X, is now out of business, and thus your license with them ends and you can no longer use the product. Which means you will own nothing and be happy is gonna get you. Which is funny, because technically that actually already got now Sony, because they were in the same boat, which is probably the funniest part of this, because no one is safe from it. In any case, it's hilarious. And this is in a time, by the way, where we have extremely high prices on everything. And this is, by the way, why I think that the Steam machine is gonna be extremely underrated. I already made a video about the Steam machine price. Too long didn't read. The price is high, yes, but there is no world currently where the next console generation that's gonna be slightly probably better than the Steam machine, and still not even close to actually rivaling actual real computers. They're gonna probably be priced at 2,000 minimum. At this point, honestly, that was 2,000 minimum for the next generation of consoles was my minimum. Okay. Now, as things escalate, I mean, 2,050 even seems a little bit too little. Honestly, at this point, if Project Helix actually ever gets done by Xbox, aka the project where they abandon consoles and just sell you overpriced pre-built PCs with useless shit AI and things that you don't want in that form, that's probably going to be like 3 or 4 or 5K even. Probably. I don't see a reason why not. Do you honestly see a reason why that would not happen? I don't. In any case, the Steam machine, I think, is going to be underrated. I mean, again, we already have this situation that I covered a couple of days ago. The fact that SanDisk has launched a new SSD for PlayStation 5 that's 8 terabytes and costs 3K. This, again, is for PlayStation 5. 3K, again, 3K. That's a big number for 8 terabytes. On the Steam machine, you got 2 terabytes for 1,000 discs. Sure, this is still technically a better deal, but it's not really that close now, is it? And keep in mind, this is PlayStation. The point of the Steam machine is that you have access to your Steam library. You have the access to Gabe Newell's sweet teeth. That's right. PlayStation doesn't have that. PlayStation has implants. That shit don't work. It is what it is. Xbox, same deal, probably. In the future, it's gonna get worse. The Steam machine's gonna win the console wars because when the next wave of machines, consoles hits, and instantaneously, in a matter of probably less than a year, PlayStation 5 is going to just magically explode throughout the world for no reason. Interesting. And so will the Xbox previous series do the same magically. You're going to be left with a choice. Do you buy a Steam machine? Or do you spend 3.5k on, you will own nothing and be happy company? Those are going to be your options. Now, granted, I don't think both of them are great. I think obviously the Steam machine could use improvements. But at the same time, it's probably better than the alternative. And that's just reality. In any case, I expect Xbox and PlayStation to continue doing this, to continue to remove people's libraries from them, because who's gonna stop them? What are you gonna do? Sue them? They're already getting fucking sued. There it is. There it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Like the video. It takes less than a second. Do it right now. Like the video. And thank you for everyone who does. You greatly help out the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. And have a nice day. Bye.